Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Eric. I'm the Ravens fan 516. I'm not going to show any cards in this video. This is actually a video response for a buddy of mine on here. His contest. His name is Troy, and he is over at Packers Corner. That's his YouTuber name. I'll put the link. I'll put his link in the description box as well as the link to the contest video. And what the contest is he wants to know about your favorite team. And there's a couple things that he wants us to do in the video. Obviously, tell our name. Mine's Eric. I say it at the beginning of almost every video I do, just because I know there might be a new person watching that doesn't know who I am. So I always introduce myself. It's kind of stuck ever since I started making videos. He wants to know what your favorite team is, when they were established, and what you think is the biggest boneheaded move that they've made, the dumbest thing they've made, or decision they've made. So obviously, as my YouTube name would suggest, my favorite team is the Ravens. It's the team that I have the biggest connection with. I love the Orioles too, and I'm loving that they're playing pretty good this year. But the team that means the most to me here is the Ravens. They were established in '96 when they moved over from Cleveland. It was kind of controversial when they moved because Art Modell wanted a new stadium in Cleveland, and they wouldn't give him the money to build one. And I guess he wasn't willing to front the money to build one, but Baltimore went ahead and said, if you come here, we'll build you a stadium. You'll get a new stadium eventually. He had the Ravens played out of Memorial Stadium, which was the old Orioles Stadium when they got here. But that was, I think, in '96 and '97 only, and then '98 was the inaugural season at M&T Bank. It wasn't called M&T Bank then, but it was the inaugural season there. So established 1996 by Art Modell. Kind of neat little fact is that the Ravens got their name from a fan contest. They allowed the fans to kind of put in what they wanted to name the team, and the Ravens came up, and that is from Edgar Allan Poe, who was born and grew up in Baltimore. I think he died here too. I don't know. I remember it hit the thing surrounding his death. There was a mystery surrounding his death, but he was from around here. Edgar Allan Poe Museum is here, and one of his most famous poems, short stories, is The Raven. So that is where the name The Ravens came from, which I thought was pretty cool. So I said my favorite team when they were established, and then the biggest boneheaded move. I was trying to decide between two things, and the first one was the year after the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2000 and 2001. They signed a quarterback. I think he came from the Chiefs. I honestly don't remember. I was younger at the time, but his name was Elvis Grbac, and let's just say it did not go well. He had a terrible season. We cut Trent Dilfer, got rid of him, which I think was not the smartest move. The guy just took us to the Super Bowl, even though he wasn't the best quarterback. He was a game manager pretty much at that point, and I think for the fact that he won the Super Bowl, he at least deserves another year to play. But they got rid of him. We're hoping to get Grbac, and because he had a good season, he had one good season. That was it. That was a Pro Bowl season. They signed him after that, and he stunk. So that was a pretty big boneheaded move. But the biggest boneheaded move I'm going to say is in 2003, when the Ravens were looking for another quarterback since the whole Grbac experiment didn't work. They traded their second-round pick in 2003 and their first-round pick in 2004 for the Patriots' first-round pick in 2003, which was the 19th overall pick, and they chose a real winner in Kyle Boller. I don't even know if he was projected to go in the first round that year. I thought he was a later round talent, but they picked him up in the first round, and I'm not saying that the team handled him the best way. They kind of threw him into the fire right away, but he was horrible. I mean, just terrible. The only reason he even had winning seasons was because of the defense, and the Patriots took the first round pick that we gave them in 2004 for their pick and picked Vince Wilfork. So if I had to choose between Kyle Boller and Vince Wilfork, I think I would have went Vince Wilfork. That guy tore us up in the AFC championship in 2011 last year. They couldn't stop him. And where's Kyle Boller? think he's third string for the Raiders. Uh, when you're behind Jason Campbell in the depth charts, you just, and that was a first round pick too. That was definitely the biggest boneheaded move. But actually, it's funny, that year 2003 was a good year for the Ravens. They had the offensive player of the year in Jamal Lewis and the defensive player of the year in Ray Lewis. So I mean, they had a good team. It was just, that was a really dumb move. That year, Jamal Lewis broke the single game rushing record against the Browns. He rushed for 295 yards. I was actually at that game and I remember it. And they kept trying to put him in so he could get to 300. But every time, I mean, you could just tell he was tired. Every time he got the ball, it was just like he was hitting a brick wall, couldn't get any more yards. That record has since been broken by Adrian Peterson. His rookie year, I think he got 296. But, and then Jamal Lewis was, I think, 36 yards off breaking Eric Dickerson's single season rushing record. He got over 2,000 that year. So it was a good year overall. But at the beginning of that year, just a boneheaded move. And that's actually, I'm wearing my only Ravens hat that I own. It's kind of hard to see. It's like a camouflage type hat, and there's the Raven symbol right there. I wear this hat to all the Ravens games that I go to, which I usually get to around 6 of the home games a year. Sometimes other family members go, but I usually make it to 5 or 6. So that is my response. I hope it wasn't too long. And I hope it's not late. I looked at your videos, Troy. I didn't see any set date for when you're not gonna when you're stopped taking submissions. So, hope this finds you well. Thanks for the contest, buddy, and make sure you guys check out Troy at Packers Corner. And thanks for watching.